Hello all, welcome back. This is a story that many can relate to but few talk about. If this resonates with you or someone you know, share your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications for more powerful stories. How I became a sex worker. The beginning of the end. I never thought I'd be here, telling this story. If you had met me years ago, you would have seen a girl with dreams, big, innocent dreams. I wanted to finish my studies, land a good job, and give my family the life they never had. But life doesn't always go the way you plan. My name is Ria. I was born into a struggling middle-class family. My father worked in a factory, and my mother stitched clothes for a living. We didn't have much, but we had each other. That was enough. Until one day, everything changed. When everything fell apart. I was in my second year of college when my father had an accident at work. A heavy machine collapsed on him, crushing his legs. The doctors said he would never walk again. The company gave us a small compensation, but it was nowhere near enough to cover the endless hospital bills. Suddenly, I was no longer just a college student. I was the only hope for my family. I took up multiple jobs, waitressing, tutoring, answering calls at a BPO at night. I barely slept. I skipped meals. But no matter how hard I worked, the money was never enough. Rent was due. My father's treatment was on hold. My mother cried herself to sleep every night. I felt like I was drowning. And then, I met Maya. A dangerous proposal. Maya was beautiful, confident, and rich. The kind of woman who turned heads when she walked into a room. She saw me at a cafe one night, sitting alone, looking at my phone with a blank expression. "You look like you need a friend," she said, sitting across from me. I don't know why, but I told her everything, about my father, my struggles, my helplessness. She listened, nodding, sipping her wine like she had heard this 100 times before. Then, she slid a sleek black card across the table. "Call me when you're ready to make real money." The card read, "Elite companions, exclusive services." I laughed nervously and pushed it away. "I'm not that kind of girl." She smiled knowingly. Neither was I. The first step into the dark. I held on for as long as I could. I tried to find other ways. But when my landlord threatened to evict us and my father's condition worsened, I reached for the card. With trembling fingers, I dialed the number. Maya answered immediately. "I was expecting your call." She took me to a 5-star hotel that night. Not to work, but to explain the business. "This isn't what you think," she assured me. "You're not selling your body. You're selling time, companionship, a fantasy. You set your boundaries. You were in control." It almost sounded empowering. That night, I met my first client. A businessman from Dubai. He was well-groomed, polite, and surprisingly gentle. He paid me more in one night than I had earned in 3 months. When he left, I locked myself in the bathroom and cried. But when I looked at the money, something inside me shifted. The double life. At first, I told myself it was temporary. Just a few months, I kept repeating. But money is addictive. I left my college. I rented a better house for my family. My father got the best treatment. My mother never asked where the money came from, and I never told her. Maya introduced me to wealthier clients. Politicians, CEOs, celebrities. Some just wanted to talk. Others wanted more. I set my rules, my rates, my limits. Before I knew it, I wasn't just surviving, I was thriving. New clothes, expensive perfumes, luxury hotels. I became someone else, someone powerful. But every choice has a cost. The price of this life. I lost real friendships. I couldn't tell anyone what I did. My old friends faded away. Dating was impossible, love and trust didn't fit in my world anymore. Some nights, I felt invincible. Other nights, I felt like a hollow shell. Then, one night, I met Aisha. She was younger than me, maybe 18. She looked how I did when I first met Maya. Lost. Desperate. Searching for a way out. She asked me, is this really the only way? And for the first time, I didn't have an answer. Was it a way out? Or just another kind of prison? The final realization. One night, a powerful politician hired me. He had a reputation, and I knew he was dangerous. But the money was irresistible. That night, something changed. He wasn't like the others. He didn't respect boundaries. He didn't care about limits. When I left, bruised and shaken, I looked at myself in the mirror. Who had I become? I had everything I thought I wanted: money, power, luxury. But I had lost myself along the way. That was the night I walked away. I packed my bags and disappeared. A new beginning. I moved to a new city, changed my name, and started fresh. I used my savings to start a small business, nothing extravagant, but honest. It wasn't easy, but for the first time in years, I could breathe. Do I regret my past? Sometimes. Would I change it? I don't know. Life is complicated. Choices aren't always black and white. But if there's one thing I've learned, it's this: no amount of money is worth losing yourself. This is my story. A story of survival, choices, and consequences. Not everyone understands, and not everyone will. But I want to hear from you. What would you have done in my place? Drop your thoughts in the comments. And if this story moved you, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful narratives.